Hi, I'm Andrew, and welcome back to Custom Cards, where we teach you to make your own Magic the Gathering cards. Today we're talking about skeletons. I mean, the design skeleton. Every Magic set has some number of cards in it. Of those, some will be common, some uncommon, some rare, and some mythic. Some will be white, some blue, black, red, green, gold, artifact, and land. The design skeleton is your overview of how many of each color are at each rarity. In this example, here are my white commons, white uncommons, white rares, white mythics, and so on with each other color. Having this overview is extremely important to categorize and keep track of the hundreds of cards you are creating. To get a design skeleton started, I strongly suggest creating an account on this website, but you could also do it by hand. When building a skeleton, the first thing to ask is how big do you want your set? An official standard large Magic set contains 249 cards, consisting of 101 commons, 80 uncommons, 53 rares, and 15 mythic rares, plus basic lands, which you don't have to worry about unless you want to. You can go larger or smaller if you want, but if it's your first time designing a set, I suggest sticking with these numbers. The next thing is to divide each rarity into colors. We want to make sure that each rarity is split evenly among colors, though higher rarities have more room for leniency. Before you can do this though, you need to consider how your set's theme will impact the color distribution. Let's take gold cards for example. In a regular Magic set, there will be 0 gold cards at common, a single 10-card cycle at uncommon, and a few rares and mythics as appropriate. However, in a gold set, such as Guilds of Ravnica, you're going to want to donate more slots to gold cards at every rarity. Otherwise, it's not a gold set. Or you could try building a set without a specific color of mana. That would change the math, as you would have 4-card cycles for monocolored cards, or 6-card cycles for gold cards. Going back to our Norse set from last week, there is nothing that pulls us toward any funky distributions, so let's go with a basic breakdown that WotC often uses. We have 101 commons and 5 colors to divide them between. We could do 20 of each color, leaving 1 card to be an artifact or land. Or we could do 19 of each color, plus a combination of 6 artifacts and or lands. Let's go with this distribution. Because our Vikings probably have a lot of ships and battle gear and fortifications that could be made into artifact cards, I think we could use the extra colorless slots. For uncommons, most sets have a 10-card cycle of color pairs, which plays well in Limited. If you're not building your set for Limited, you can leave these out, but I still encourage them as they help delineate the set's strategies. This leaves us with 70 uncommons. For the same reason as the commons, I want some colorless uncommons, so let's set aside 5 and split the remaining 65 cards into 13 of each color. Rares and mythics are a bit harder to split up because they don't have to be as even, and you won't know what you need in those slots until you are deep into designing. To start with, I like to just say we'll have 10 rares of each color, plus 3 gold and colorless, and 2 mythics of each color, plus 5 gold and colorless. It's okay if this changes later. Your skeleton isn't set in stone. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe and comment to let us know what other topics you'd like us to cover. We'll be back next Thursday to talk about designing mechanics.